Figured since there actually isn't much OSS on today, and I did have a few drinks last night. I and I haven't been able to spend much time with family in the last couple of weeks. I'm gonna surprise her. Um, I'm gonna surprise her by just arriving home in about an hour or two. Um, she's gonna be like, "What?" I'm gonna be like, "Yeah, yeah, yeah. I'm home. I missed you too much." Nobody's here to hear me. Huh. Anyway, the first thing I wanted to do was see how we can incorporate this randomizer into the stream. Now, what I'd have to do is basically add a display capture randomizer. That name already exists. Oh, sorry, not a display capture. Remove that. Window capture. Now what we'd have to do is add like a Chrome key to that. Okay, so we need to be able to see the number. But I know what to do. Obviously, we make this small. Like this. And have only the number. Can you not like change? Is there not a randomizer I could just put in the fucking Yo, Delanile. Yo, the General 7777. What's up, what's up, what's up? Does anybody contrast? Ooh, contrast. Okay. Brightness. Gamma, what's gamma? Gamma doesn't do anything. So what you think of that? If I close it, does it disappear? It does. So I'd have to have it open, obviously. So between 1 and 100. Adding a randomizer to my overlay at the moment. Has to be that size. Is there something? Can I add it to the loop deck now? I wonder. Can't even get loop deck open. Oh, I can. No software version. Alright, whatever. You can't just pick any program, can you? To add to loop deck. Study, yes, yeah. I came to the office to stream a poker session, but I'm gonna do a bit of study. I've added this randomizer. If you can see it, top left. Well, on the top right of the camera, on the top left of the table scene, you'd see randomizer, which is pretty cool to have. When you're playing tournaments, the more we study as well, the more we'll realize that some spots are a mix, and you want to roll a low number or whatever. That's pretty low. The next thing I wanted to do was to add the new Venom. Venom. What you call it? Adverts. Content. No. Promotions to push. Where is it? Content. No. Where the hell is the stuff? Where's the stuff? It's a venom. I can't find him. What's up, guys? Oh, is it just staring at me in the face? Important announcements. Requirements. Monthly payments. Payments. Misconduct. Promotions to push. Key dates. Day 1A, Sunday, April 13th. We're back then on like the 20-somethings. Day 2, Monday, April 28th. I can't find the graphics for Venoms. Few people in here now. Let's do some interactive study. We'll start by opening our report, new report, and report. Let's see what kind of hands we've tagged. You guys are gonna get involved here, by the way. Okay. This is a PKO, is it? Must be. I wouldn't have tagged it if it wasn't a PKO. I think it's just an easy fold. Game hand tournament. Let's check Sharkscope to see if this is PKO. Yeah, it's PKO. So PKO. 9 level looks pretty big, right? So it's gonna be like an ICM situation. I don't know what the bounty was on his head, so then I don't think we can find out with ACR. Yeah, for these PKOs, I need to like record what the bounty was, to be honest. Let's just say he's got a middling bounty. Are you calling or folding? Type your answer in the chat, guys. MMCCL says, I'm calling. Is this early stage? No, it looks the level looks huge. So, you know, 50k starting stack. Or sorry, it's a 100k starting stack. So it's very late stage. We got 1,000,000 chips. MTT. ICM. We'll say 5% left, yeah? PKO, sorry, 5% left. 1,000 players, seems like an OSS. We need the big blind to be short in this case, so something like... Yeah, so he shoves... Yeah, he shoves here on the button. Big blind's not as short in this, but this will give us an answer, right? If you look at what the button's supposed to be shoving, fold and tag, that's exactly what I did. Sweet Joes. That's exactly what I did. So let's find out. Are you ready? Will I click it? Anyone else want to give an answer? Yeah, it's fold. Ace 4 off. Big blind's got 200 quid in his head. It's 18, minus 18 big blinds. Ace 4s plus 6 big blinds. I think you just need him to have pocket 2s and pocket 3s, right? Or sorry, you need to have 2 overs to those hands. But yeah, ace 4 off. Covered in the bounty. Alright, there's a good start. Let's see, why do we tag this? We open, he calls. What size are you making on the flop, guys? What is your strategy here? We'll say this is chip EV, right? Because yeah, it's just chip EV. We're deep. Late range still open. Suited was a call, yeah. Yeah, of course. Sorry, I didn't realize. Yeah, I would have called suited. King 9 suited's making money as well. 18 big blinds per 100. Don't miss the King 9 suited. Don't fold. Queen 10 suited, making 36 big blinds. Even Jack 10 suited plus EV. And then, yeah. 397 big blinds, Jacks. Obviously everyone's gonna call this area. But all the way down to pocket 4s. Even pocket 2s. Pocket 2s a call, yeah. Pocket 2s is a call. I said it was 5% left as well, so this is important that like you just put a lot of value on the bounties. King 10 off. Right, what's your strategy? Chip EV. Uh, 50 bigs deep with the big blind. You open the button. Big blind defends. Flop 6, 8, 4 diamonds. B40. So 5-7. The straight is already made. Yeah, I think there's going to be some checking as well. I don't think on the button here it's going to be a range bet at all. We do have a bunch of offsuit 8x, which is important. We open that as kind of bottom. 2.2. I think I want to go. I want to go big and have a lot of checking here. I want to like pot it or check. Let's see what I do first. I do pot it. Okay. So let's see if I'm shit. Right, so there is a lot of check, 53%. Because the straight is made, right? The big blind has a lot of coverage of 570s, bunch of two pairs, bunch of gut shots and open enders. So we don't want to be betting too much. And then a lot of the time when there's a bunch of checking back, it's going to be big bets, right? So small bet, none. B33, not really. B55 starting to come in. B83 is the most used bet, and then it's got an over bet, right? So, like, if you just merge these three and bet 75% maybe, something like that. I want to see what the AI is doing here. What's the quick way? I know how to get to AI, but I know there's a quicker way of doing it. Oh, there it is, AI solve. Yeah, so exactly what I said. It's merging all the bets, simplify your strategy, just bet 77%. So like if you bet 75 or 80 or 85, just something that's not pot and not half pot. Something between half pot and pot. My hand, Jack 9, suited. Yeah, everything except clubs, which is the back door. Which makes sense because you can just bet call the diamonds, bet fold Jack 9 suited easy, bet fold Jack 9 the other suit easily, and then Jack 9 suited kinda has too much equity to get raised off. Um so we Jeez, I'm actually fucking getting better at theory, man. This I like my answer here, even though it's technically wrong, but we do bet pot. So let's force the AI to betting pot. We're not going to lose that much EV by doing it. You just do it a little bit less with your bluffs. It's still bet 100% is plus 633. Let's see if we go back to the 77. Jack 9 suited 651, slightly higher EV. Obviously they're going to pick the best answer, but let's force the pot bet. And see what he does. He calls. Oh yeah, I tagged this because of one of you guys in the chat. Now I remember. Wasn't there someone in the chat saying that that my bet in the turn was incorrect or something? That we capture more EV by doing something else, if I remember correctly. It was oh, what's his name? Nixon. Yeah, Dixon Cunts. Yeah. Yes, let's see. Next time he's in the chat, let's tell him that we ran the sand. So I went. Oh, first of all, what size would you go here? What size would you go here? I'll let you guys answer first. Nobody wants to answer? Think about how you're going to get the money in on the river, right? So just say, for an example, you bet 8 big blinds, which is half pot, 8.5, right? He calls. That's going to be 17 plus 17 is 34. There's going to be about 33.5. Then he's going to have like minus 8.5. He's gonna have like 37.5. You'd have to overbet the river. So yeah, 12, something like 12 or 80%. You guys, I think, are on the ball there. Yeah, you don't want to MMCL. You don't want to think about poker in that way. You don't want to be trying to anticipate what he does. Like, oh, if I bet this, he's gonna think I'm weak. He's not. It's necessarily, you don't know the guy. Um, what basically what you want to do, even with your bluffs as well, is bet an amount that's going to be similar to the pot in the river. So if you bet 10 here, he's going to have 34 left. There's going to be 36 in the pot. So maybe, yeah, something like 12, like Punter says. I went 11. Right? Oh, he ripped it. But just say he calls here 11 and 11, 22. Plus 16, 50. Or we'll say 16 because it's not actually 11. 11, 11, 22 plus 16 is 38. He's going to have 33 left. So it's a little bit more percentage-wise of the pot. Let's see what the AI does. What? It's AI. What do you mean something went wrong with the solution? 6 of diamonds. Check. So it wants to bet 40%. Button has 42. Well, we got 42 big blinds when in reality your man is 46. That might change things. That's weird. That's like 7 big blinds or something. Checking back. Sometimes mostly betting. Top pair seems to want to keep going. Does ace king of diamonds check back to flop? Yeah, it does, you know. Pure check back ace king of diamonds on this flop. And the backdoors. These big bet or check strategies can give you some like unintuitive answers. Checking back ace of diamonds. It's basically stuff that you can't call a check raise with, and you don't really want to fold. You know, you want to see turns the rivers with. You just check it back. King high diamonds. The 7 is pure bet when you've ace 7 of diamonds because you've a gut shot as well, and you basically just don't mind going for it. Back to this 40%. If you bet 40 and he calls, then the river's like a blank. He checks. You just go all in for 100%, 104%, slide over bet. So you don't go geometric. That's something to take note of, guys. So on a board like this, when you've bet big. Let's see actually before We do all that. What kind of line it takes when we bet the amount that we're supposed to bet, which is 77. Would love to know how quick he ripped that. I think he tanked a small bit. So we bet 77. He calls. Turn 6 of diamonds. He's probably supposed to have leads here. Oh my god, that's a lot of leading. A lot of leading. So that's going to skew things as well, right? So you're in game and you're playing against a guy, and you're on the button, he's in the big blind, and board runs out like this, and then he doesn't, like, he snap checks or something. You have to try and think whether or not this guy ever leads anything. Right? You have to decide, like, oh, is this, if this guy's never leading, then I can't play this strategy, right? So when he checks, we get to bet 44% of the time, which isn't that much. Obviously slowing down with a bunch of stuff that don't have a diamond. Yeah, your betting strategy is completely diamond orientated. Like, even queens without a diamond, you're just checking. Jacks. That jack of spades, jack of hearts seems happy to bet though. Just think diamonds. Obviously, you got pure bluffs, like you mix in this queen nine of spades and stuff that you don't give a shit, like if he shoves or whatever. But yeah, it's diamonds for the most part. So you're supposed to bet 40. He's supposed to raise only 14% of the time with hands like straights. No, that's not straight. That's 7-4 pure raising. That's a bluff. You're just blocking full houses, just kind of going for it. And this is the full house. Then you got straights with diamonds only. 7-6 is a bluff. It's a flush. Equity driven. Raising range, but not that much. Fold 30, call 55, right? So when he calls and the river comes a blank. I think at these flush boards, you don't go geometric ever. And then you just go polar on the river with overbets. So you're betting all in overbet or checking, basically. Like, you can just leave this out. There's no point in having a 6.9% bet size in your strategy. It's a 67% bet size, but there's no point in having the frequency of 7% in your strategy. You obviously just shove or check. Yeah. No, you can't flap the nuts. You can't be. You lose so much value if you're scared of the nuts every time. You know, like, how much is he gonna have? Think about. Think about when you're playing. Like, how much does he really have a full house here compared to how much he has? Hands that you get a lot of value from. Worse flushes, 6x with a diamond. 8x with a diamond, and or 8x even with a straight draw and all that stuff. Like, there's so much more of that stuff than there is full house. Like, if you run into a full house, it doesn't matter. You just can't. I mean, you will. I'm not trying to be mean to you, flop the nuts, right? But you will not get anywhere if you're scared of the nuts every time and you're like taking passive lines because of it. So we snap it off like absolutely no problem, and he just has the 7-4. What else did I want to check, guys? There was something. Go back here, I might remember. So we checked the line that you're supposed to take with the 70 by betting 77. Oh yeah. So we bet 77. Remember I was saying like you have to decide if your opponent is finding these leads, yeah? So if he's not finding these leads, we can take the lead out. 1 second now. Turn big blind. Yeah, we can just force check. So he only checks, and then we see what we're supposed to do. Doesn't matter, it seems. You bet smaller when he doesn't have any leads. Sorry, no, it is a huge difference. You bet the same size, but only 16% of the time. If you think that he doesn't have any leads, then you have to check 84%. So bear that in mind as an exploit. Because you think about it, right? If he knows that he's supposed to lead this card a lot, he's going to do it with hands that he has that improve on this card, right? But if he checks all the time, he still has all those hands. So you just have to, you can't really bet. And you just have to check range. And pretty much, like, you can bet your Jack 9 diamonds half the time on me. Bet your Jack Deuce, which is nothing. Look what it uses for bluffing. A lot of Deuce X. That's just absolutely nothing, yeah? Let's see what this Deuce X does. Let's put the bet back in, though. What was the lead size again? I have to just refresh it, man. Wow, he leads huge as well. When he leads here. You just lead fucking 80% pot. And then what do we call it? Ace is resilient. And then just flush draws. Sorry, flushes. Ace 8, sorry, top pair, yeah. Then just flushes. They're all flushes. Flush. That's a straight. Flush. You don't make any hero folds, like, but you need a diamond even with your 8-7. 8-7 no diamond now becomes indifferent. Same with 9-7. It's in position you have to call a lot more, so like folding, yeah, all that stuff makes sense, right? Even with a diamond. And your pairs, your over pairs are going nowhere. Sevens without a diamond is, though, you don't want to call that. Anyway, what was the last one? Am I done with this hand? If he was betting both flop and turn, he doesn't really have a lead on the flop. Anyway, what we tell dicks and cunts that we played it good. That we should actually go a little bit smaller than this on the flop, a little bit smaller on the turn, and it doesn't, yeah, you know, it doesn't go geometric. It goes small, not small, but like 40%, and then just overbet rips the river on a blank. What does it do on this? We haven't even done our own run out yet. Well, he shoved turn, but what does it do on this? That's a good question actually. Check, bet, call, two diamonds, check, pure check back. Because you still want to just go all in or check on the four diamonds, you're checking back flushes and shoving non-flushes as a bluff. It's lots of bluffing on this card. All your deuce X bluffing. Your king eye flush can go. Obviously your ace eye flushes are easy jams. Lots of bluffing. What does he have to call? 42%. It's because there's so much bluffing. Full house, full house, full house, full house. Queen eye flush, king eye flush. King eye flush. Folding some queen eye flushes. Start folding these flushes. Jack 9 suited folding. 9-10 suited folding. Nines with a diamond. Sometimes are folding a lot as well, yeah. Tens with a diamond folding a lot. It's mad. Obviously, ace with a diamond. Do you want to do a new hand? Let's do a new hand. Kind of getting towards. There's about an hour left in later edge, so still chippy V. First of all, anyone want to lead this? And then what do you do versus the big bet? Answers in the chat, please. Under the gun open. Big blind call. Flop. Two of diamonds. Seven of spades. Four of clubs. Do you lead? I'm probably check calling 40% bet. The ace five seems like more of a check raise candidate, but maybe not against under the gun. First of all, there's not going to be a lead unless there's a straight made, right? So, I know nobody said lead, but just in case you're thinking there might be, if this was like a five, straight made, leading, right? But it's not. So we don't. We check. He correctly bets 83% or something. I mean, you can overbet. You can bet 33. Kind of want to merge again. Kind of want to see what the AI does here, because like you can't You can't be playing loads of tables and implementing a strategy that has like 3 or 4 different bet sizes. So 40%. Someone said that in chat. I'm probably check all in 40%. Oh. That wasn't a 40. He didn't bet 40% though. Probably have to go back to the. Oh no, so what we could do is just add 40% bet. Or was it? What is it, like 80? I can't do that maths, man. Just add an 80% bet. See if it allows it. Yeah, it allows it sometimes, so. You can just bet because you want to. Like on the button, we don't want to bet range because our range is so wide. But under the gun, we do want to bet range because it's quite compact. And Connor, if you ever want to do some free lucid poker on stream, let me know. So with the check raising, I don't like using ace X because I want him to have ace king and stuff. Right? We're ahead of, a bunch of stuff that just bets here, like king queen and all that. Like something like king 5 suited, I would much prefer check raising. But let's see what the whatchamacallit does. Yeah, you guys are right actually. Raising like almost pure with the diamonds, with the backdoors. This is a pair. This has less equity because the 5 can make the higher straight, with the 6-8 run out. Just has a lot of equity, so I was wrong. Ace 5 and king 5 suited just folds. I guess it's a big bet. Yeah, guys, I think ace 8 is all mixing. Ace 9. Those guys can just call because they beat this part of the range. %15 raise versus under the gun versus this big size. Right? I definitely didn't raise. I called. I might have made more money there if I raised. Not supposed to call at all, really. Let's see what happens when you raise what we do on a queen of diamonds with ace 5 of diamonds. We slow down now. We check. Oh, sorry, check. Nines. He had a diamond, so he was supposed to check. And then the 5 of clubs on the river is just going to be check, isn't it? Yeah. So my idea of like, actually, before I discuss that, let's do the smaller bet. So check. Let's get rid of this 80%. What do we do when he bets the amount he's supposed to bet? Pretty much the same. It's a bigger race. So yeah, it's important. So this combo has an overcard. It's got a gut shot. It's got a backdoor higher straight draw as well with the extra little bit of equity and a backdoor flush draw. So it doesn't. It feels like the thing doesn't care. I'm not sponsored by GTO Wizard, but I've got a 10% off code that you can use. Yeah, I wasn't check raising enough either, but I think like if it's, I'm probably wrong here, but let's make the 7 like a 9, yeah? Oh, that's diamonds, not the 9 diamonds. Offset 9. Wow, it's still raising the shit out of it. Bit more with ace 3 now as well. Doesn't fucking fold much when we do it though. It folds hands that we block. Ace X stuff here. These pairs are indifferent. Obviously, King, Queen, King, Jack. Oh, we fold out some hands that dominate us. Ace, King off. Have you ever seen anyone fold Ace, King off? Alright, so basically, flop like this, you've got Ace 5. Raise. What else are you raising? Top pairs. Obviously, this is on the 9 now. So back to the 7. %20 raising. Overpairs need protection. The ones that you flat. Sets. Bottom set. Pure raise. Top pair plus straight draws or plus backdoors. Where's the other 7 next? Yeah, just flat. All these top pairs that don't have equity, don't have backdoor equity for straight draws. Right. Small bet. Presume we have to call. What's the blind level here? Yeah, we still have like starting stack. Still chippy V. Alright, let's go to 30. No, he's got less than he. 17 bigs. Go Jack. Not folding much versus 17 big blinds min raise. That when we have 17, that is. Not shoving much either. Just good hands. King of diamonds, queen of hearts, eight of spades. So check. He bets 20. Presume everyone's calling. Jack 8 doesn't fold. Don't fold it. Raise a little bit. Raise a good bit. Good bit of raise there. Good bit of raise in King X as well. So we just don't have enough Ace X. Sorry. King X top pair, sorry. Where's Queen X? Yeah, it's all checking. Checking that. Sorry, I thought Ace was top pair for a second. Just brain fart. It's not, no, you just continue, it's a small size, you continue with all the Ajax. You don't fold any pairs here for this size. I mean, if you bet big, which he's not supposed to, then, you know, you're folding even Jack 8. $33. That's the threshold that you just don't fold any pairs. While you start folding 8, 9, 10, 8, bit of Jack 8. It prefers the ones where we unblock him having like Ace Jack, Jack 9 as bluffs. This is one of the worst ones to have. But he bets small, so we call. It's very important. Sizing is very important when you're defending. Yeah, for the small size, all pairs are in, yeah. Alright, so I now fold to half pot here. Let's see what Solver wants to do. Wants to fold as well. The club wants to continue. We didn't have a club. Why does the club want to continue? It's wrong ranges. Yeah, we've been using the AI for every hand. We've been using the AI for every hand. We could use it again, I guess. And then have us... What we'll do is we go 75% left ICM, yeah? And have us... He's low jack, button cutoff, hijack, low jack with 17. 18. And then we've got chunks. I don't think it's going to be much different, to be honest. I know I wasn't using the AI at the moment. I said we've been using it for every hand. Ghost is right. Relax a bit, will you? Not much is going to change here, I think. He's going to bet small, like, and we're going to call. He's supposed to bet 45%. I don't like that. I don't like that because if we drive the bet down to 25%, we can bet range, which is the way, which is much easier, or even lower. You just bet range now, which is way easier, and it works way better against the field. Not playing high stakes, you know. Let's check the difference in EV. Just focus on one hand. Yeah, it's around the same EV. 7.29 with aces. 7.24. I mean, there's not much of a difference. I'd rather. I mean, you gain EV by simplifying the strategy anyway, right? So just bet range for 20, 23 or something. 20, I think. It's gonna be 20, isn't it? It's 20. It's 20. It's 20. It's 20. You do gain EV by simplifying the strategy. If you're there playing 9 tables and you're trying to decide, you're trying to randomize and decide what kind of whether you should bet or check or whatever, it's gonna put you off other hands that you're playing. Also, it's important that you know that you're playing against weak players for the most part who are going to overfold the small bets. If you're playing high stakes and you're playing against like the best in the world, yeah, you should maybe play a check back strategy with bigger bets. But in the games that we're playing, mid stakes all the way up to 109, people just overfold in the big blind versus small bets. They don't realize, they don't know. Like, even if they do know, they'd be more reluctant to call with the hands that are uncomfortable. And but yeah, I agree that you should use the AI for the most part. It's like we're literally, this is the first hand where we went into solutions. So we bet 20. The output isn't much difference, like I thought it wouldn't be. Bunch of raising with the suit. What does it like? Diamonds. Yeah, so what it just doesn't like spade? No, it likes the jack of spades, 8 of hearts. Jack of hearts, 8 of diamonds. Yeah, it just doesn't like clubs, basically. Even though it likes the jack of clubs, 8 of hearts. It's just a mix. Yeah, so we call. And it's out. Jack of spades, 8 of hearts is our combo. It's in a bit. It's in a bit. It's in 40%. So that's where we go to this randomizer and go 21%. 0 to 40 we call, right? when you're using the randomizer, and then 14 above fold. So we roll 21 and then we call. That's what you do. So press call. And we don't know what the river is, but just say it's a blank. Don't know what the river is because I folded. He used to shove a huge fucking part of his range. Where's his bluffs? Even ace highs. Jack 9, obvious one. I think having a jack in our hand is bad here, so I don't think we're going to call with Jack 8. What do you think? Why is it like clubs? Because it's the off-board suit. So we want him to be... He's going to bet with, like, back with the on-board suits on the flop. But he's going to bet range on the flop, isn't he? We forced him to bet range. The suited hands in his range, maybe. Yeah, the suited hands in his range, like King Jack and Queen Jack suited, are gonna be mostly clubs because you can't have Queen Jack of Hearts, you can't have King Jack of Diamonds. Hey, Grinder Girl. Explain a bit about blocking the future folding range there, Nixta. Anyway. So he shoves. We have to call a little bit. 8 of clubs. Eight of clubs seems to be very important. So he continues barreling all the back doors. Hey, Karen. Not necessarily. I did plan to play today, but then I looked at the lobby and there was like no OSS on until later. So, and I had a few drinks last night. So, oh yeah. Does anyone think this is versus this size is gonna be a fold? Ace call. 10 of clubs. Jack of hearts. 8 of diamonds. He bets half pot. Let's just force the half pot. Let's do a prediction. Can we fold 8 of hearts, 5 of clubs to half Pass on 10 clubs, Jack of hearts, 8 of diamonds versus button. Yes. It's not going to be pure fold, but I don't think. Pure fold. Pure call. Mix. Call. Fold. Mix. Fold. Mix. Call. Raise. Mix. Fold. Raise. Is that all the fucking options? Alright, 30 seconds, guys. What's going on here? 30 seconds. Go. Did nobody vote after all that? Mix call fold is 2 people. Oh, people did vote. 3.4k. Mix call fold. Okay, let's see. 85 offsuit. Where are you? There you are. It's mixing all of them. Sorry, 8 of hearts, 5 of clubs. It's mixing all 3. I'm gonna have to cancel it, really. Sorry, what's the smallest? The smallest one is fold, so it's mix call raise. That's the winner. Mix call raise. What can we learn? Tell us. What you don't want to fold is the off-board suit, the spade. The 8 of spades. That doesn't matter too much either. Let's do against the bet he's supposed to make it. Obviously, he's supposed to make it 40%. I mean, I would have called against 40% if I'm honest. Obviously, it's going to be pure play versus 40. If it's like so indifferent versus 50. Now it's just mix and raise fold, yeah. The fold only comes in as the bet increases, but I feel I think it's just not increased. It hasn't increased enough here. But it's quite sensitive. So button, let's have the button betting 66 here, which you do see sometimes. Pure out. Yo, Pachacha. What's up? What's up? Better to ask where the bluffs are coming from. Alright, well, it's gonna. And he bets 50. I mean, it's such a high frequency that there's obviously going to be loads of bluffs. 10-4 spades. No backdoors. Yeah, you're absolutely awful. Ace-3 offsuit and shit. It's going to pure bluff. Bluffing from the bottom up, as you'd imagine. This one, you need. You've got such a shit hand with 2 unders that you need the overcards. You just completely give up 6-5 of spades. But again, it says bet 40, but what if we go 33? Can we just bet range? Basically. EV doesn't change too much. And next hand. You don't like the idea of simplifying strategies. You going to play after the study? No, I'm not. I'm just going to go home and chill. Cook some food for once and chill, watch a movie with the wife and hang out with the kids before they go to bed. Yeah, I came to play an hour and 18 minutes ago. I looked at the lobby and I said, nah, not going to bother. So let's go move on to the next hand. I want to actually leave soon enough. Is this a call? This is going to be pretty heavy ICM. It's not that heavy. If you've 8 starting stacks. Do you stream from a studio? I stream from somewhere that I don't live, but it's a flat. It's an apartment. This is just a green screen that I have set up here. I'll show you now. Yeah, so I just have a green screen behind me. But this apartment I share with 2 other guys, and then I live with my missus. Don't tell them. Tell them this background is real, yeah? This is just a pre-flop spot. Will we do the prediction thing? Will we allow you guys to win or lose some more channel points? Call or fold? 5-5 button versus small blind. Jam. So what you need to know is this. Oh well, I need to find out if it's a PKO. Alright, I'm gonna give you 2 minutes just while I find out if it's a PKO, alright? You can start voting, but let's find out. Tournament ID. Go to SharkScope. This is a non-PKO. That's why the fucking hand is tagged. Obviously, it's a call in the PKO. I was wondering, yeah. This is non-PKO, okay? This is yeah, it's a 109. I came second. 11 bags. Let's go. This guy was a recreational player who had a 10-1 chip lead on heads up at one stage. Unfortunately. So ICM, we'll say 10% field left. No, that's not right. It's gonna be like 18. 8 starting, it's like 40k big blinds. Start with 100k. Yeah, let's say 10% field left. We're in the money. Button 20%, 20 big blinds covered by the small blinds. Ooh, that's a lot of points on fold. A lot of channel points on fold here. So I do, I fold it. Yes, that's my vote too. The only one where we have 20 and we're covered by small blind is this. So let's go. Raise. All in. The moment of truth. Call. You don't raise fold pairs. What if it's like near the bubble, man? Near the bubble fold. Not 100% sure where this was, but the prediction is you're supposed to call. That's with that's with 10% field left. Sorry. Yeah, 10% field left, so you're already in the money. Near the bubble, you raise call 9s, you fold 7s. But you're supposed to just jam it. That's what this blank part is. Same with 6s, 5s, and 4s. Or sorry, you're not meant to. Oh yeah, you are meant to just jam it, yeah. You raise fold 7s, that's pretty sick. It's near the bubble though. Heavy ICM. What's this? Oh yeah, jam. Cut off jam range. I just needed. Yeah. It's out for 5, so it's definitely out for 6. It's close though. Queen 9 off. Let's make sure I did fold it. PKO. Caller folds. PKO. Need to take notes when I fucking mark these hands, man. How am I meant to know what fucking stage this is like? Only 4x starting, so I guess it's not in the money. We go not in the money. I remember he had quite a big bounty on his head. I do remember that. I did go for it. We won't do the prediction for this, we'll just check it. So, ICM PKO. We'll say 25% left. Under the gun has 14. We need them to have a big bounty though. We could HRC this. Let's do this on HRC. Let's show you how to use HRC and stuff as well. Felt like I punted this, man. He just had ace queen. Like, it's fucking. I feel like he had a big bounty though. It's gonna be hard to remember because on ACR here they don't show the bounties and stuff. I must put that in the suggestion thing. Where is suggestions? Suggestions. Help me, ideas for the team, requests. HRC. The king queen hands. Paste it in. I was up top. Let's get the buy-ins now and everything. Takes a while to fucking input everything. HRC. So it was a 50k 109 PKO with 447 entries. 7 plus 142 re-entries. Multiplied by 100,000. Total chips 58,900,000. So that's important to have. Total chips 58,900,000. PKO. Multi-table. And he had like 175 and he said everyone else had like less than 100, I think, is from what I remember. They give one or two people 100. What was up top? Shark Scope says 8.5k plus bounties. Put that in. 8,500, 8,500. How many paid? Sorry, 8,500 minus bounties. 4,600. I need to find, is there any, where do these, whenever I save these payout structures, I don't know where to find them after. It's probably like 90 paid, right? So, 73 paid. Hello, Mad Jack. Ghost. I was chatting to you already. Not playing today. Thanks for the GLs though. I just wanna understand the nature. See. Just gonna make up the fucking payouts. Well, pretty close. But... I know you can't see, by the way. Sorry. Just doing all the inputs. Total chips, remaining players. So yeah, not the money. Yes. Sizings. Need an all in, don't we? So that's running, and then we just have to run it down properly for this selected subtree. So I'm gonna take a little break while that's running, and I'll be back in a couple of minutes. As you can see, I'm like, it takes a lot of computer power, so that's why I'm glitching all over the place. That's right. I'm glitching all over the place. What? Yes. Let's, in the meantime, just have a look at the next hand. Oh, it's fucking. Yes, Chippy V. Just now 70. Low jack raise. Hijack 3-bet. Yeah, I kind of knew not to shove here. Kind of knew it wasn't a shove, to be honest. That's why I marked it. Just have to fold. This is like fucking very late on. We have 20 in the hijack. MP shoves. Go ICM for this. Classic, right? Oh, we have to check. You do have to check to make sure it's classic. Did seem classic, alright. Seems like it was a spot that was classic. So we've 20 in the hijack. And under the gun one has 8. Perfect. Well, not perfect, but as close as you're gonna get. And ace jack off is a fold. Just kind of double check these ones. I knew it was a fold, to be honest. Covering everyone. Low. Oh, the one we have is actually fine. Should have shoved. Oh no, he's the small blind is 22. That's wrong. Something like this. Should have shoved. That's near the bubble, man. 3 tables left. Yeah, fold. Fold up. Oh, I don't know if this is five-handed. Four-handed is never going to be. It's always going to be FT four-handed, right? Final table. Uh, we're the lowest stack. Everyone has around 20. Sorry, four-handed. Can't have someone else. Just do everyone 20. Cut off raise. Bet your button's not meant to call anything. Fuck's sake. Yeah, it's very skewed because button's not really supposed to flash, but yeah, it just folds fine. Sorry. Supposed to show you that. We're kind of glitching because of HRC. But let's pause it now and have a look. Okay. King Queen off seems to be in. And we did this already. Right, that's all the hands I have marked. Has anybody got a hand that they want me to run before I go? Is there a big difference between 6s to 7s and 8s here? Is that this hand? Yeah. No, because button's not meant to have any flats, so it's hard to. It's hard to know, really. We won't get a proper answer. Does anyone have a hand? Does anybody have a hand? Come on, guys. You must have some hand. Is there any in my Discord? Post your hand, post your hand, post your hand. No, nothing. If you want to post, if you want help with hands, guys, today be the day to start posting them in my Discord because I'm going home chilling out. I'll have a look. You're still learning how to save and view hands. Do you use a tracker? I'm gonna send you off to M Ben 10, I think. I'm gonna send you off to M Ben 10, lads. And make sure to join my Discord and post your hands. Post any hands that you want help with. How often do you do these study streams? So this was like a unscheduled one. I do my coach Caldini, who coaches for BBC, every Tuesday 1 p.m. UK time. We do a coaching session on stream. Then I'll do one the odd time. I'll do one the odd time then. Every now and again. be more like when there isn't series on, I might do one once a week. If I'm not playing a live tournament or whatever, I might do one on a Friday. But we'll see. It's not something that